I saved my aunt from getting scammed out of $100,000. Phew. Today has been a day. I, F29, am currently on a weekend trip with my aunt, 67. We are sharing a hotel room. Last night, during dinner, she offhandedly mentioned she had a phone call scheduled for this morning, but she wasn't allowed to talk to anyone about it until it was resolved. This caught my attention, but I figured maybe it was some legal work she was involved in and I didn't press the issue at dinner. Then this morning in the hotel room, she tells me she is on a phone call with Microsoft and that I have to be quiet because I'm not supposed to be there. This is where I see all the red flags. I ask her what is going on. She says she absolutely cannot tell me. I explain, I am worried this is a scam. She is visibly stressed out, and eventually says, okay, I'll tell you, but I can't talk here because her phone and computer are still connected to Microsoft. We leave the hotel room, go to breakfast. She keeps her phone in the hotel room still on the call with Microsoft and her computer still connected to Microsoft. At breakfast she explains that this has been happening over the last 3 days. She received a text alert 3 days ago from Microsoft informing her a foreign device had accessed her bank account. She called the phone number for Microsoft in the text. The number was Microsoft support. They tell her hackers tried to take $100,000 out of her investment bank account. They instructed her to download a firewall software. Obviously, we know that was malware, but she clearly did not, on her computer to keep the hackers out. She does so. She talks to Microsoft the next day. They tell her there have been 3 attempts to steal money since they last spoke and that the firewall is what stopped them. They remote into her computer to help secure it. This gave them access to all of her passwords since she had them saved in the computer. They connect her with her bank. The bank confirms everything Microsoft said is true. The bank then connects her to the FBI, who tells her she cannot tell anyone about what is happening because this is now a federal investigation and everyone is a possible suspect. They tell her she cannot contact her investment banker because he is a suspect. They tell her 3 other people at her bank have recently been hacked and lost money. They tell her this coming Monday she will have to transfer all of her money to a Federal Reserve account to keep it safe. It is at this point I tell my aunt under no circumstances should she transfer any money anywhere. That she is being scammed. And that if she transfers any money it will be gone forever. I also tell her she probably has malware on her computer now. I tell her she needs to get her computer looked at by IT and she needs to get her passwords changed for all her accounts because she should assume they have been compromised. I tell her she needs to call the real bank to make sure nothing has been taken. I tell her she needs to freeze her accounts and cards. She does not believe me. I tell her this is a common scam. She gets angry. She tells me she knows it is legit and that she shouldn't have told me anything. She says she doesn't want to talk about it anymore and completely disengages me in conversation. I drop it for the rest of breakfast. After breakfast I start Googling FBI Microsoft bank scams. I find an FBI official gov page that outlines this exact scam. I send it to my aunt. She reads it over. After she reads it over she finally sees the light and admits it must be a scam. She contacts her IT person, a trusted IT person she knows personally. He gets rid of the malware. He tells her to change all of her passwords and call her bank. She does. They freeze her accounts and cards. She is now literally working on changing her passwords as I type this. I want to sincerely thank this subreddit, because I honestly don't know if I would have clocked this as a scam as quickly as I did without having been on this subreddit for the last few weeks. I would read other stories and think that would never happen to me or someone I know. And lo and behold, it just happened today.